I just made a mistake and took my first loss of the week, but if I would have used VWAP the right way, it was extremely preventable. So to answer your question, what is VWAP? How do you use it? Well, this is how you should and shouldn't use it. So that stock this morning was SUNE, and I tried to play the opening breakout here today. So this thing first breaks up into the highs here and puts in place this double top here at $2.18. So I'm watching for a break of that flat top high to get that squeeze up higher to 240, 250, 260, because this thing had so much range just like yesterday on QNCX. But I just didn't have confidence. So I took my first entry on the break of that opening range high, but the one thing I missed was how far we were away from VWAP and that 9 EMA. Now, as you should know by now, the only indicators that I use are the 9, 20, 50 EMA and VWAP. They are a great way to identify downside risk, support, resistance, overall trend and range, and they all sort of act as a magnet for price. The further away price is from your EMA or from VWAP, the stronger it tries to pull back down to that level. So if we are far above the 9 EMA or far above VWAP, we can assume that price is trying to pull back down to it. So your chance of success, your risk to reward is that much less. So you can see where I took my entry this morning here. We were very far away from the 9 EMA. Not just a little bit, very. And what do you know, price comes knifing back down to find the 9 EMA. My first loss of the week. Now, losses happen. Don't get me wrong. I had a 100% win rate day yesterday. This is normal. But sometimes you can prevent those losses. After I realized what I did, I actually came back and took 2 back-to-back wins, taking pullbacks right off the 9 EMA and VWAP. Look at this. Tied off the 9 EMA, tied off the VWAP for the move back up into the previous high. Hands down, my most profitable setup is taking pullbacks, tied off VWAP, tied off the 9 EMA. And when both of those things are true, it typically is an A+ setup that I'm going to execute every single day of the week. Today, I tried to chase that breakout and get kind of aggressive, and it turned into a small loss. But that's why confluence is key, and that's how I could have avoided my first loss of the week today. So hopefully that answered your question. What is VWAP? Price above, buyers in control. Price below, sellers in control. And again, acts as a magnet to help you identify risk to reward. The closer it is to VWAP, the better risk to reward you have. Good luck.